He's on the bench, but at least that gave the Old Trafford crowd the chance to give him a special welcome back. Beckham may yet prove a match winner for AC Milan tonight, but it's down to business. United against AC Milan, Jim Beglin and Clive Tilsley, our commentators.
Well, it takes something to upstage David Beckham, but tonight Old Trafford is the setting for a gala occasion, not a one-man show, a night of many stars. One may ultimately steal the show, it may even be him, but escape his grasp for Fletcher, and Rooney's on the ball. Advantage away by Thiago Silva. Valencia down to Rooney, and now Rooney controls. Rooney peels away from Thiago Silva. Return pass from Park. Valencia, Rooney. Nani is free. Rooney goes for goal. Nani's not happy, but why shouldn't Rooney have a go in his current form? 12 goals in his last 9 Manchester United games.
Attacker from somebody who's going to break from midfield.
It's Fletcher galloping on. Here's Rooney trying to gather it in. A bit of an earwigging from his manager for staying on in there by re-establishing themselves in it as a force. Rooney, without a finds Rooney, leading the line with purpose, but he's not exactly.
No, that was probably a little ambitious, but you know, he is setting those standards.
Left-footed effort from Gary. Well, 2004, his last goal for Manchester United. Pirlo with a free kick. A little flick, and it almost to goal. It came off a Manchester United head. I think Nani, and totally unhinged everybody behind.
You're right, it is Nani. It was just about to be headed away from behind, and Nani got the flick on right onto Ronaldinho's head.
Silva lifted in towards Untelar with space, and his touch was heavy. It was a fantastic chance for Klaas-Jan Untelar, and Manchester United were undone there. Now Ronaldinho, and that's a good ball. There's a flag up against Flamini. Well, speculative effort really, but Abiati had to deal with it.
And Abate's got to realise that Nani likes to cut in on that.
Corners towards Nemanja Vidic. Well, he's claiming a nudge by Thiago Silva. It's the first time the two have played together here. Again, here's Ronaldinho to Borriello, and now Ronaldinho again. So far. Neville. In towards Rooney! And Manchester United need a goal, and they needed a goal. Wayne Rooney provides 29 for the season. 2 in Milan 3 weeks ago, 1 tonight, another from the head of Wayne Rooney, and Milan need 3.
And surely that's a demoraliser for Milan now. I mean, the service is fantastic from Gary Neville. He plays it beautifully, and I know a lot has been made about Rooney's improvement on his heading. He's worked at it. He might not get perfect, but from Gary Neville was a peach, an absolute peach.
Goals have been headers. The number 10 that Dennis Law wore with such distinction in another era, and suddenly the former Manchester United player that Rooney's looking most like is Dennis Law. He's so good in the air at the moment. Thread it through the skulls and will fall for Ronaldinho. He's lifted it in. Flamini, Untelar is there. Important header there by Ronaldinho. Valencia got back by Nani. This is Andrea Pirlo, and it came back off Van der Sar. 4 marks to Rio Ferdinand for following in there and keeping Borriello out of it. Ronaldinho's gone away from Park. He's found a cross, but
you get one now, and it just gives you that little ray of hope again. I remember Istanbul,
and then jumping all over Park. Ronaldinho. Neville defended that well. Jankulovski back in there. Borriello with a header down. Here's Andrea Pirlo. Just ran away from him in the end. He couldn't get the ball to catch him up at first.
That's exactly.
So Fletcher is free as a result. Darren Fletcher. Well struck.
Well, it's that theme again about being given room. I mean, we've seen it happen quite a few times.
To Nani. Really wants it early, and then he wants a run. Now it's in towards Wayne Rooney. Tap past the goalkeeper. He scored even earlier in the second half. Within a minute of the restart, Wayne Rooney makes it 30 goals for the season for him and slips Manchester United into the last 8 of the Champions League again. Beautifully done.
Well, I mean, that's the last thing Milan would have wanted. It's just a poor ball, and it's read brilliantly by Nani, wins it, and the ball with the outside the right foot is just exquisite into Rooney's path. It couldn't have been better for Rooney. It gives him enough time, enough of a chance to get some control on what he's going to do, and he's able to just slide it past the outcoming Abbiati with ease. But the ball from Nani was fantastic, and you know, all the good work that they think they're doing at half-time to lift their spirits, get themselves back into things, is out the window again.
And he didn't hit it. Well, Cristiano Ronaldo scored 42 in the season a couple of seasons ago, so Rooney's got some way to go, but it's his. Ronaldinho didn't do it there. Here's Valencia. That's ambitious to say the least.
Yeah.
The yellow to Ronaldinho. And now Seedorf, Ronaldinho. Vidic slid in. Ferdinand headed away. Fletcher back towards his goalkeeper. Well, risky to say the least. He's onside. And the header is just over from Untelar. He's missed some chances in this tie.
Do you know, that one was up to the room.
Rooney looking for a hat-trick. Just couldn't quite beat Abbiati to it. Clever. Nani's cross, lifted to the far post where Valencia was waiting, but Abbiati managed to pour the ball away. Valencia hugging the touchline, now coming infield and run at Jankulovski. Feeds Scholes into Ji-sung Park. And that's 3 for Manchester United. Running riot now. Good patient build-up, incisive pass, clinical finish. Ji-sung Park makes it 3 on the night and 6-2 on aggregate.
Well, from 3 Milan players not getting back, make it 4 because Seedorf's not exactly busting the gut either. I think the ball from Paul Scholes is really well picked out. The first touch here is absolutely brilliant from Park, because not only does he control it, almost got away from it, has to be said, but he's got it right into his path and he's set up the finish. And after a little stumble, he's recovered extremely well to find the far corner, and it's another very, very tidily worked goal.
South Korean captain scores his second European goal for Manchester United. Foul by Scholes, in the opinion of the referee at any rate.
Yeah, he got a little angry because he felt...
Well, here comes the change. Ignacio Abate will make way. The 7-year itch to play again in a competitive club game at Old Trafford. And he's very publicly scratched by David.
An odd back four in many ways now, with Ambrosini back there too. And
Wayne Rooney's not going to get a hat-trick tonight. That sore knee's going to be rested. An even bigger ovation for him. Free kick for Beckham. Flamini. Well struck. Improvisation by Van der Sar. Ronaldinho trying to test him.
did well, the goalkeeper, to sort his feet out because it came at him pretty swiftly.
Lead is 4 goals. Thiago Silva caught in possession by Nani. Berbatov is free.
Position. And he could easily have slipped it in.
Oh, Ronaldinho's foot was high there as he slid in on Raphael Beckham. Immensely of clearances. Seedorf. Ferdinand as far as Beckham! Oh! And Edwin van der Sar spoils the party. That was brilliantly hit by David Beckham, straight at the United goalkeeper, but boy, was it travelling. Hit by Untelar. It's Beckham. Headed away by Ferdinand. Here's Nani. Valencia. It's hit by Gibson. He strikes them better than that, Darren Gibson. It's his party piece, long-range shooting. He got underneath that one.
I might be looking for an excuse too.
Valencia. Here's Park. Crossed in by Raphael. Fletcher! That rounds off the night. That rounds off the night nicely. Darren Fletcher sliding in to head Manchester United's 4th goal. His first in Europe. And amazing to think that the tie began with Milan scoring inside 3 minutes. Now in the final 3 minutes of the tie, Manchester United make it 5.
Well, it's whenever Manchester United want to step it up, it's there for them, you know, at will. And it's a cracking ball in, isn't it, from Raphael, and Fletcher's just loitering on the far post, gambled, got there ahead of Abiati.
To Beckham. That's a searching cross. Oh, and Inzaghi missed it, and he wasn't offside that time. What a cross.
Well, I think the reaction from Inzaghi says it all. You know, a lovely ball in from Beckham, and you just think, stick a foot out and I get there.
Lennon's injury problems. But that's it for the future. For the present, Manchester United have confirmed their superiority over Italian opponents again. Comfortable winners on the night by 4-0. 7-2 the aggregate victory. David Beckham is starting to walk towards the managers, but Sir Alex Ferguson has already shaken hands with Leonardo, who's gone.